I have experienced flatmates and roommates, and I recommend, and I recommend, and I recommend. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is Tife Oye. If you are new here, this is Tife Oye, and if you are a returning subscriber, real OGs, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel, and thanks for always coming back. And if you are new here, I'll stick to my channel because I know you are going to love it. So don't go anywhere. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share my videos to your friends. And today we're diving into story time. Yes, I bring to you story time, and this is going to be a weekly something. And this is my first story time. Like, you're going to love this one, you're going to love this one. And this is my first story time. And today we're diving into my experience with flatmates and roommates. Yes, I said flatmates and roommates. Yes, from good vibes to when we this end moments. Like, you don't want to miss this. So don't go anywhere and let's get into the video. So yeah, I have experienced flatmates and roommates, and I recommend, and I recommend, and I recommend. You're going to find out at the end of this video. So all I need you to do is to stick with me to the end of this video to find out the one I am going to recommend for you guys. And also, I want you guys to like drop your own opinion in the comment section. I want it to be very, very interactive. Like, do you get? I want it to be very, very interactive. So yeah, stay with me because this is going to be interesting, like unfiltered, unscripted. So first off, I'll be defining what a roommate. A roommate is someone you share the same personal space with. Personal space, when what I mean by personal space, you guys share the same room, like share the same confined room together. And yes, definitely you're going to be sharing your bathroom, you're be sharing your kitchen and everything together. You guys stay in the same room. That is roommate. Then flatmate is someone you guys don't share the same room, but you share the same apartment, and the only thing that is going to bring you guys together is probably your kitchen or your bathroom, or and probably your living room. But you guys get to have your own personal room to yourself. Roommate, you don't have your own personal room to yourself. You guys share the same room. But flatmate, you guys have your own personal room to yourself, and the only thing that brings you guys together, like I said, the kitchen, the bedroom, and probably the living room. So first off, I would like to talk about my experience with roommates. So let's get started. Okay, it happened probably during when there was strike and all of that. Roommate stuff. I and my sister share a room together, so I really don't have problem with that. So I'm talking about sharing rooms with somebody you don't know, somebody that is coming from a different place, or probably let's say sharing a room with somebody that is not your relative, like you guys are not related by blood or anything, or probably you just know the person, or you don't even know the person. So this roommate stuff, I literally share the room with somebody I don't know. I've never heard of the person before. We've never met. We've never talked before. And this happened when I was trying to get admission into Olabisi about University. And at that time, there was strikes, so I had to like go into another place for a while. Like for me, I know I was going to leave that college. I went to a college to do a course pharmacy technician. Then for me, I know I was going to live there, so I didn't really want to waste money on apartment. I was trying to cut my expenses and everything. I didn't want to really spend money like that. So I had to like look for someone to stay with. I did do that. My mom did that. So they linked me up with this particular girl and we started sharing a room together. It was very, very interesting. The first day we met, we talked about ourselves, we talked about our perspective, we talked about where we've been coming from. We talked. In fact, we literally cooked together. I was one that cooked the rice. She made the stew, and it was very, very interesting. We had fun. We talked like we literally talked, and we were going to be doing the same course. We offered the same course actually, so the connection was actually good from the start. We did literally everything together. But only for me, I knew things might happen, like we might have issues and all of that. So the issue of we that the first time we cooked, that was the last time we actually cooked together. From that, then immediately after the first day we met that we cooked together, we stopped cooking together. Like I didn't want something like that because I have this feeling that something might happen and it's going to affect everything and all of that. So I thought that probably we should just cook different. We should cook separately, or yeah, probably if we want to eat the same thing, that's when we should just come together to cook. That we might have different choice and everything. And she agreed, and it was okay. It was cool, and I was very, very happy we did that. So we literally go to market together to get things and all of that. So it happened, it continued like that. We go to school together, everyone knows us already that probably we stay together or we were friends. It was going very, very well. Then there was one time I was trying to go to the market to get something, and I think she was joking about it that I'll get something if I was like, oh, if I'm going to get something for you, you're going to pay for my coming back and all that. Then we joked about it and all of that. Like, are you buying anything? Then she told me that she was not going to buy anything. So at that point, I didn't even know anything happened. I just joked about like I'm going already. Oh. She didn't even reply me. I didn't count it like because we literally joked recently that you give me money for my tea fare back and all of that, and we even joke about what she used to cook and what I used to cook and all of that. That you cook for 2 days and everything is gone. So I didn't really know if something happened at that moment or anything. So I thought I was going already, and she didn't even say anything. Probably maybe she wanted to buy something, so I thought she was joking. So I went to the market to get what I want to get. Then I got back. I did my thing. I just noticed that she was quiet. I just thought probably she needed alone time. So one thing about roommates is that you tend to misquote some people. Probably person just wants to be quiet and person is trying to reflect on something. So you feel like maybe person is annoyed with you or something, or like you tend to misquote a lot of things. Except is the only time you don't misquote things is the only way to avoid misquoting some things is when there's proper communication. Like when there's proper communication, then it's going to be fine. You don't just imagine things in your head. You don't just feel like this is what is happening and all that. So I got to my so I noticed that she was very quiet. I was like, maybe she just wanted to be quiet or something. She didn't cook that night. I was like, are you not eating? She didn't give me a good answer. And from there, I noticed probably 6 a.m., 5 a.m., we'll be sleeping, just have to play a song, something she was not doing for the past probably 2 months, where when we started staying together, she was not doing that. Then she started doing that around 6 when everybody's still sleeping. You increase the volume and all of that when somebody's sleeping. Then in the morning, she makes sure she finish everything she's trying to do immediately. Then we stopped going together. I just noticed that she'll be like, she's going already. I'll be like, I just want to be. I just want to have my bed. Like we'll be having lecture probably by 9. Normally, when we're having our lectures by 9, we probably wake up by 7, 7:30. Then she wake up around 5, bait, cook, eat. We're like, why is this girl rushing? So by the time she's done, maybe that's when I want to go and take my bath and all of that. So that way, she started going alone. And sometimes, maybe coincidentally, we get to finish on time. Just notice that we work separately. She might be going in front and I'll be at the back. And this music stuff continue like that. Like I'll literally be sleeping and this girl is playing music and she'll increase the volume and all that. I was not really, really happy with that. I was just so annoyed. It continued like that, like that, like that. That people because people will stay together and that will still noticed and they were like, what's going on? Because they know the way we joke around while cooking, the way we make noise and all that. They noticed the quietness and everything. I was like, what's going on? I said, I don't know because I literally don't know what's going on because at that point I could not think about that. Okay, this is what triggered this and this is what triggered this, but I knew it's continuing like that. But then I had to call my mom to tell my mom about that. I don't even know this. Mom just said I should ask her what's wrong or something. Or like I don't even know what to ask or something. But me, I make sure I greet her every morning, even if the reply she gives me, it's not a very a good reply. It's as if you're forcing someone to reply. You get that kind of reply. I make sure I used to greet her every day, and it continued like that. Probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It continued like that. Like I was not comfortable. I was not. Imagine your heart beating so fast because you are in the same space with somebody and you guys you're not on a very good terms. Like it is literally very, very bad. Like literally bad. So it continued like that. Then one day I think we had to talk about something. Then I brought it up like there's this girl that's not coming to our school anymore. Then that's how we broke the silence and we started talking. Then I asked what happened. Then she told me she wanted to send me somewhere and I told her I was going to give her, she was going to give me transport fare. And I was like, I was just joking about this and that. I even asked you that I'm going already. You didn't give me any credit. I didn't even know you took that to mind or something. You took it to heart or something. And imagine something I never knew triggered her, triggered her. So roommates is a no-no for me. I'm not I like I've tasted it, I've experienced it, and I can see it's a no-no because aside that there's some other things that came up and I can't even remember right now that I was like what's this like if I'm alone I'll know I'm alone because there are sometimes you just want to be quiet, you don't need anyone to talk to, like you just want to be quiet. The other person might actually misquote it for something else or take it for something else. So I just feel like for me I would say roommate is a no, like I've tested roommate and I say it's a no. I don't know for you, you should drop that in the comment section, but for me I would say it's a no because there's sometimes you want your personal space, although I feel like you tend to know how to relate with people. But there are sometimes that you have to choose peace over everything. Like you literally just have to choose peace over everything. Your peace of mind is very, very, very good. Imagine staying in the same place with somebody and you're breathing very fast because you guys are not on a good terms. Like you're thinking, overthinking, you are going out today, on your way back home, you're already thinking on how to approach this person, on how you're going to relate with this person till the next day. So I just feel like your peace of mind over everything. So let's get to the second one about flatmates. So flatmates, drum roll. So yes, about flatmates. We've talked about roommates. Let's talk about flatmates right now. Like I said, flatmates is someone you share the same apartment with. You guys are not in the same room, but you guys share the same apartment, and the only thing that brings you guys together is your kitchen and probably your bedroom and your living room. So flatmates, in my second year, I moved into an apartment. It was a three bedroom flat rather, and I met two people there already. So the only vacant one, I took the vacant one, although I met people there already, like I said. So it was very, very good. You know how ladies can be, we were quiet. I think I resumed on time, and that was because I was my second year and I was just so excited to resume on time. So I resumed on time. That's my second year for, so I resumed on time. I was the only one in that flat at that time. So I did everything I needed to do. Although I know that some people were already staying in that room. So I was waiting for them to come to know those things there already. And like I said, the person that got the apartment for me told me, "Oh, you're a pharmacy student." Yes. There's somebody that is also a pharmacy student staying in the other apartment and she's in her fourth year. I was so excited that thank God, like I have somebody to look up to and ask questions and someone that is going to like guide me and help me with things I need at that moment. And the other person was a graduate already, but then she's yet to leave. So that aside, so it continued. The person came. That's the person. The fourth year student came. I greeted. I was like, "Oh wow, you guys need reason more time." I was the only one in this flat. I was so scared and all of that. Then we laughed about that. Then we started greeting each other, good morning, good morning. And you know how girls can be. I think guys are the only ones that know how to like relate immediately with each other. Girls, you tend to be reserved. They know the kind of person that other person is before you start showing your true color or start vibing with the person. You calm down to know if this person match your vibes or match your energy. So we're quiet for like 1 month, 2 months, and we're just doing good morning, good morning, good morning, good evening, and all of that. So it continued like that, and it was cool. I think at that time we were the only one in that flat because, like I said, the third person is a graduate, so she does not come to our apartment like every time. So we're the only one there, and I noticed that she didn't even really ask about me settling in now with everything and all of that. But I didn't really bother because I don't like to talk too much. To like I'm also reserved, so I don't know how to keep conversation like that. I only keep conversation with people that we are very good and probably we'll be talking for a while. So I don't really know how to keep conversation. Like sometimes I don't even want people around. I'll be like, don't come because I don't want to talk. Like I don't know how to keep conversation like that, like that. So it continued like that and it was good. Probably when we need something, that's when we get to each other. Can you please lend me this? And it went that way. Fast forward to this year, the graduate left and that person came into the apartment. She was in 400 level, and this girl that I met in the apartment, which was in 400 level, is now in 500 level. So like I said, I was the only 300 level students in that apartment. So we have two final year students because the other person that is in 400 level, our course is a 4 years course, and I have a 500 level pharmacy student because I'm also a pharmacy student. So it continued like that. We have this living room and we have our kitchen. Like I said, we had two bedrooms. So luckily, one person had one to herself. One person was using one. So I was using one, but the one I was using, I was sharing it with this pharmacy student. I was sharing with her. So we were sharing together. It was good. I think we watched it. We didn't create roster, like we're just like we're adults and we can actually do things ourselves. So we watch it based on and probably the first person to just watch it, and that happens on Saturday. Like maybe probably you want to wash your clothes after washing, then you wash it immediately. So it continued like that. It was okay until recently, while the other 400 level student came. That one is in another department. So what happened was we had this living room, we only girls, and like I said, that apartment was the only apartment giving out to students. So we're the only student there and we have our landlady in the front and she's not around for now. So we're the only girls. Imagine how we need to be very, very protective. Like we need to make our security very, very tight. This flatmate is very, very long. Because that roommate one is not long because I didn't really stay there for long. I stayed there like 6 months and I left, so it was not really much. But this flatmate is going to be very very long. We had this living room that we shared together, and like I said, I shared same bathroom with this other person. We were just sharing, and the kitchen was for the three of us. So this living room, I noticed that we don't close the door. Sometimes I would just wake up around 10. Like for me, I knew that when I entered, I locked the door. Probably when I opened it for the other person, because it was not the door is not like all this lucky. You have to just shift something to it to lock it. So that was why there was a problem with that door. Because left for me, if it was going to be all this lock that you're going to use your key, nobody's going to have a problem. But it's kind of door that you have to shift something inside, a locker inside. So I knew I opened this door for somebody. Then I went inside. Then I came out around 10. Then I went to check the door. I saw it was opened. I was like, well, I opened this door for somebody. I opened this for you. You were supposed to lock it back since you noticed that when I came to open the door for you, it was locked. I was so annoyed. I had to go and knock on my other flatmate's door that please, you guys should make sure that you should lock to always like you guys should always lock this door when we are not going out anymore. Like we have to be very, very we have to make our security number one. Like we have to prioritize our security. We should not just open the door anyhow. Like anybody can come inside and we are not going to know that we should please lock the door. I told the two of them separately and I locked the door. And I just noticed that days after this particular final year for my student, when I greet her, she does not reply me very well. Probably she went out around 6. You're going to knock. It's a normal thing for me to open the door for someone that is knocking. I can't keep you waiting. When I know you also have, you are staying in my flat, there's no way I'm going to keep you waiting or something. So I open the door, greet. She's not going to reply very well. I noticed she stopped washing the bathroom we share together, kitchen, litter, anything she cook on the floor. And normally this has been going on between us. In our kitchen we have a dustbin. We tend to put things outside inside it so as to then we dispose it outside when it is time, when it is full. I am the only one that used to do that, but I didn't really care about that. And this door issue has been going on for a while. Like I'm always the one closing it. Like in the night, I'll go to check and I'm going to lock it while I'm inside, I'm going to make sure I lock it. So I at first I didn't want to talk because I was like, if I was staying alone, when I not lock the door, so I was trying to like put myself in that condition that what if I was staying alone? What if I was doing this? So sometimes the kitchen dustbin, I'm going to point up like, what if I was staying alone? Am I going to just leave the dustbin like that when it is full and not dispose it? Or if I was staying alone, my bathroom will be dirty and I'm not going to wash it. What if I have a visitor that wants to come and greet me and person just goes in there and see how dirty it is? So I told myself like that, boy, continue like that. And there are some things you just can't overlook because we are humans. You tend to feel bad about some things. So I talked about that though, and I talked about it in very very polite way. And the other person told that okay, the 400 left told that okay, no problem. That she'll make sure she locks the door, and whenever she's going out, she's going to tell me so we can lock it and all of that because like I said, it's not the one you use key, it's a locker. You have to shift the locker inside. So it went that way. And like I said, the 500 student, when I greet her, she's not going to reply very well. I didn't really count. I was like, because there was a day I just opened the door and I didn't see anything. I was expecting probably she would say good morning or something. Because around 6, I went to open the door. Probably she went to school to read. Then I opened the door. She didn't acknowledge the person that opened the door. I was like, when I got inside, I was feeling about that. I could have said good morning. That good morning is not going to take anything from me. So I felt bad. Since then, I told myself that regardless of anything, I'm going to be saying good morning. I was not going to wait for a reply. The kitchen, I took it upon myself to dispose it. The bedroom, I took it upon myself to bathe to wash it. And I noticed that purposely, sometimes I just tend to stay back in my room, not wash my clothes immediately in the morning to allow her to wash do her laundry in the bedroom and see if she's going to wash it like the way we used to do it normally. I was just as she left it that way. I know that this thing is purposely, so I didn't really count it. I left it that way. But the door, I was so heavy on that door because I don't like anything about why can't you lock the door? Why can't you prioritize your security? Why did you leave the door open? And we are all girls. Nobody, before you even shout, nobody's going to come and say because our apartment is way backwards, like before you even scream and everything. So the door is very good. It's an iron door, so why not just close it and prevent any harm to yours, any further harm or anything? Just close it. So I was so heavy on the door. So the door was the only one pissing me off. That why won't you just close the door? So it continued like that. You greet, she doesn't reply, and sometimes you open the door, she does not acknowledge the person. So I just got so annoyed. And to think that this person is purposely doing it, because there's no way you're not purposely doing something. Probably around 8, you get back in the night, and I open the door, and you're two people already inside. You're the last person to enter, and I open the door for you. and I entered my room. Like I can't wait for you to enter and lock the door when I'm not a gate woman or something. She will purposely leave the door. Then around 9 or 10, maybe I want to take something in the living room. I'm going to lock the door. And also she continued, she brought this habit of some she used to do this before, but I think I just noticed it this year. If she's inside and that person is also inside, okay, there are two. The 400 level is inside and she's the 500 level. I'm trying to make this understandable so you guys will differentiate. She's inside and the 400 level is inside and she's also inside. I am the last person to enter. I want to enter. I'm going to knock. And our room is literally in the living room. Like our room is in the living room, so it's closer to the door. You knock, you're going to knock, and she's not going to come out. The other person whose room is far away is the one that was going to come out, open it. I was like, what's this? Like, what's all this? Like, I really don't understand. I wanted to like classify the character. Is it being nonchalant or just like that? And to think that if she has visitors or her friend comes, her voice is going to be the loudest. Someone that literally cannot open her mouth to just give you a reply to acknowledge somebody that you stay in the same room together. I'm not saying we should have conversation. I don't want any conversation. Just good morning, good night. It's not going to do anything to me, but those things you're going to use it to teach yourself, like literally teach yourself. Like you can meet, you will find yourself in different places. You're going to meet with different people. So there are some things you need to incorporate into yourself. So it was not as if it was a big deal to me, and there's no way I'm going to disrespect her because I had to sit down and think about that. Did she think I was going to disrespect her, or because she's 5'11" and she thinks I'm going to disrespect her if she's greeting me or something? I literally don't understand because I was trying to like comprehend everything that was happening, but I did not understand. So she was not going to open the door. Then recently, when I knew she was going to be leaving very soon, I was so annoyed. I can't remember what happened, but it pissed me off. Probably bedroom or something like that pissed me off. Like those character continued. There was a time she and her friend came back. I opened the door. Her friend greeted me and I said good evening because I literally stopped greeting her. Like I literally stopped greeting her that, well, just do anything. Like at this point, when I came to this school, I came alone. And when I came to collect my apartment, you were not there. I was literally inside. I was already living in the apartment before you then resumed and all of that. You were living there already before me, but then I didn't meet you when I got there. And there's nothing between us or anything. So everyone's going to be fine. We meet ourselves at the top. So I stopped. So at that time, she and her friend came back home. My friend greeted me and I was like, good evening, Bolu. I said, good evening. Well, her friend now faced time like, I did not even acknowledge the person that opened the door. Probably her friend did not know that I stopped greeting her or something. Like, you didn't acknowledge the person that opened the door. I just smiled and be like, these things are just bare minimum. Like, bare minimum, just good morning, good evening. Like, they're just bare minimum. It's not going to remove any hair from your body, and it's not going to add anything to the person post. It's not going to add anything to that person's account balance. Like making your security come first is not going to remove anything from you. Like you're sharing an apartment with somebody, just set your boundaries. Nobody's telling you not to set your boundaries, but don't just violate things and make the other person inconvenient. So this thing is going to other person. Like I know I have my own flaws too, but at that point I was trying to make peace. Like good morning, good evening. Like probably sometimes you might need something. What if you're not on a good term with that person? There's no way you're going to ask that person for that. There's no way I'm going to ask that person. So I was trying to make peace, but I noticed that this other person was feeling big and was still doing her things. Like she does not care, no challenge, do anything she likes, cook, dispose everything on the floor, regardless of the dustbin being there. And even the dustbin, I'm not complaining. I dispose it myself. I don't call anybody to do that because even the door I called people called you to like always lock. So it turned into another issue. So I just feel like flatmate is a no-no, especially if flatmate is good because you guys are not staying in a room together. But if you're sharing a space together, your kitchen, your bedroom together, I think it's a no. Because imagine you doing something and the other person spoiling. Because I was literally, we didn't create roster because I met you guys there, so I cannot just come and create a roster or something. Let's say some new individuals come now and they met me in the apartment. I'll be like, let's do this. But I met you guys there. It's going to look somehow rude and be like, oh, we that were here before. We didn't know how to do it, right? So I feel like we are adults. So anytime you just say something dirty and just do it, like I might be tired and you might have energy, do it. When you're tired and I have energy, I am going to do it. So that's the way I was feeling like, and this person just continued doing whatever she likes, and I don't really care. I was like, you're leaving very soon. I'm in my third year, you're 15. You're leaving very soon. I will just keep up with your character. Just do what you want to do and go. Like it was draining, but do you know the peace you have when you're going to your room alone and you know that the only thing you have to share with that person is kitchen, living room, and bathroom. And the person is not your room. So roommate, imagine that person that is doing that kind of thing is your roommate. Imagine, just imagine. Just imagine. It's going to be very, very draining. So I'll say flatmate is good, but I think I don't even want it. But I don't want it, but I am still there. So I'll say flatmate is good. It is actually good. Yeah. I'll give it 70. I'll give it 60%. But roommate is a no-no. Flatmate is actually good to some extent. And the fact that you guys don't get to share the same room together, just get to share your living room, your kitchen, and everything together, and that's all. I think it's good to some extent. So the only advantage you have with roommate and flatmate is when this person you're staying with is also like you guys match, you have good energy and you match. And there's no way you're going to know that. You can't really know somebody until you start staying with that person. Like you cannot know the person fully. The only time you can know someone is when you guys stay fully. Even friends, when friends become roommates, I've seen a situation whereby friends become roommates and didn't end like they had issues and all of that. And sisters to fight when they stay together. So now imagine staying with somebody you don't know, someone that you guys have different upbringing and everything. So you just have to keep your cool. Because I know everything she was doing at that time. She wanted to get my reaction, but I did not react. I did not react. The only thing I did was stop greeting her recently. Like I was just like, if you greet me, I'm going to greet. If you don't, I literally don't care. If you knock the door, I'm going to open it for you, and that's just it. There's nothing going on. Everybody's going to be fine. Actually, we meet ourselves at the top. So I just feel like keep your cool, not be calm. We all have different upbringing. We are coming from different places, so we can't expect you guys to have the same quality or character. Everyone is going to have their flaws. So you guys just have to know how to manage it and all of that. So I'm not going to say you can't stay with that person you want to stay. I'm not going to discourage you, but I'm just trying to tell you there are some things that comes up because you guys are coming from different places and you can't expect the person to have the same character as you. So yes, that's my story. That's my opinion. So at the beginning of this video, I said I have tasted roommate and I've tasted flatmate, and I recommend none. But if I'm going to like be to consider, if I'm going to consider, probably don't have a choice, I'll recommend flatmate. But if you have options, I'm going to recommend none. Just stay your own. What's this word? Absence makes the mind grow fonder. The fact that you guys are seeing yourself from a distance is going to have some dignity and some respect and everything. You guys are not going to see yourself like avoid see finish, like the word said, avoid see finish. See finish is not good at all at all. See finish is not good. This video is not coming here to spoil anyone's image. It's just my own opinion. Yeah, my opinion matters. Yeah, period. Everyone's opinion matters, and it's a freedom of speech, right? So, like I said, yes, that's just everything I need to say about it. And I hope you enjoyed my story time. I hope you enjoyed my story time. And drop your own opinion in the comment section. I know we all have our story to tell about roommates and flatmates, but then this is my own story, and this is my first story time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share my video. And see you in my next episode. And if you enjoyed this one, please drop it in the comment section. Let the comment section be very, very interactive. So, bye.